What is up, my veggies? My name is VeggieTales Raymond, and welcome back to another movie review. And today we are reviewing The Grinch, that came out about a week ago, I think. Yeah, it hasn't been in theaters long. So let's talk about this movie real quick. So I have a lot to say. This is actually my second time trying to record this video, so bear with me. But I do have a lot to say about this movie, and let's just get into it. There's a lot to say, to be honest. Let's go ahead and talk about the movie as a whole. Overall, it's a generic movie. It's a generic animated film. I didn't go into it with high expectations. I didn't walk out of it disappointed. If that's anything to say about it, I didn't walk out of the movie disappointed at all. I didn't go into it expecting anything big or amazing. It's not like something like the Lego movie or the My Little Pony movie. It's not like something like that where I'm like, oh, this got to be good. It better not be bad. Like, oh, no, it's just generic, and I wasn't expecting anything big out of it. Just like with most movies from Illumination. Most movies that come from Illumination, I have not really been big and obsessed with and stuff. But let's talk about the movie, some of the stuff in the movie. Let's cover most of the stuff about the Grinch himself in this movie first. Now, first things first, I want to cover his design. A lot of people before this movie even came out and there was the first image of him. Everyone had criticism. I didn't. He looked alright to me. I'm not going to lie. I really found it alright the way the Grinch looked. He looked pretty faithful to the original. He did look a little ridiculous than he should have in some points. But that's all I got to say about his design. Him as a character is very different from the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas movie. By the way, keep in mind, that movie is called How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This movie is called The Grinch. So keep that in mind. But this movie is just, I guess it's alright. I was talking about the Grinch himself. The voice actor they got for him, Benedict Cumberbatch, I think is how you say it. He did an alright performance, but this guy, for most parts, for a lot of the parts actually, he did not feel like the Grinch, if that makes any sense. Now what I mean by that, this guy just doesn't seem like, hey, I'm the Grinch, grumpy, 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 grump. I'm the Grinch, grumpy, grumpy, grump. I don't know what this was. Now, at some points, he had, when he finally decides he's going to steal Christmas, that's pretty Grinch-like in his voice. But I do have some problem with the Grinch's personality. Some points, he's like this whole goofy guy and stuff like that. And then these other times, he's serious. And there's other times, he's emotional. And I didn't... The live action one had that kind of too, but it felt really weird in this movie. He felt a little too goofy. He felt a little less serious than he should have been. He felt a little. He didn't feel the emotion worked well. I'm not gonna really criticize the emotion. His emotion, emotional level was fine. I really actually enjoyed that. Another thing I want to mention is his backstory, which is not told on enough, but you basically get the gist of it, what happened. It's about a 2 to 3 minute scene explaining that, I think it was. I don't remember. But it was something like that. And it's kind of what everyone suspected. But it's not done in a way it's annoying. Now let's talk about another character who was technically our other main character of this movie, Cindy Lou Who. Honestly, for The first 30-ish minutes of the movie, I didn't have really a problem with her at all. But after a while, it did get a little... Now, this character kind of reminded me of Agnes and Enid from Despicable Me, mashed together with a sprinkle of Mabel from Gravity Falls. But one, I will say I really did like her design, and I did like that she seemed a bit younger than the live action movie had her. I do like that she seemed a little bit younger in this. I did like that because it made it seem a little more accurate to the original, even though Cindy Lou Who was no more than 2 in the book and the cartoon. I think in the cartoon as well. But in this, I'd probably say she's around 4 or 5. I think she's around 5-ish, 5, 6. That's her age. So I think like in the other one, she was around 8 years old. But but she's an alright character. She does get a little tad annoying. Nothing like nothing like too extreme, but it's fine. There are these supporting characters that are around her a lot that are easily forgettable. Like, I guarantee they said a few of their names. I don't remember any of them, to be honest. She's got this mom character who's also very forgettable, but it's kind of her whole story arc is around that. So I'm not gonna really criticize the mom too much because she's really there to motivate Cindy Lou Who's storyline, so that works. And there are 2 storylines in this: the How the Grinch Stole Christmas storyline, and this whole storyline about Cindy Lou Who and her mom and what she wants to talk to Santa and stuff like that. And I can't lie, it does get a little boring at some points, but it's alright with her, that story. It's fine. The Grinch story is about the same. It's about generic as it is in all the others. Even though it does have some uniqueness to it, I won't lie. We get this new reindeer character, which is... he's barely in the movie, but it's an alright character. It's not like, minions! No, it's not like that. It's actually an alright animated sidekick. And Max is a good animated sidekick as well. Max was probably one of my favorite parts of this movie, I'm not going to lie. Another thing I want to point out, a lot of people said that the Grinch felt like Gru from the first Despicable Me, and I can kind of see that, because I kind of do get that feeling a little bit, like, around the opening of the movie, but that's it. The rest of the movie, I don't see that Gru thing anymore. I feel like that fades out really quickly, and it doesn't help this movie is also done by Illumination, which I'm pretty sure like any Dr. Seuss movie we see in the future will be done by Illumination. By the way, if you guys didn't know, Illumination has done 1 live action film, so let that sink in. But back to what I was saying. These movies are just... This movie is just all over the place, I would say. Not in a confusing way. It's just sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. But it's overall a good time, and you can have fun with this movie. I really enjoyed it. I hope you would enjoy it if you went and saw it, like I did. It was alright. It was pretty generic. Where I really think this movie shines, going into this movie, I thought, I'm probably going to walk out of this thinking it sucked, and when I go to the review, I have a whole bunch of jokes to say. But no, I didn't feel that way because of the last 15 minutes. I was literally going to probably talk a lot worse about this movie until we got to the last 15 minutes of the movie, which was literally what made the movie for me. It gave a lot more character development to the Grinch, and it is really there's not a lot of scenes of Cindy Lou Who and the Grinch interacting with each other, but when they do interact, it is just it is super nice to see, and I just really like it. And the Grinch is when he gets to the I had my heart through three sizes. Heart through three sizes. He does become very, very likable, in my opinion, and his very, very heartfelt to the end of the movie, and I really do love it until the last 2 seconds when there's a screaming goat joke, it's literally a screaming goat. But the movie itself was pretty decent. I won't lie. I'd just say it's generic. I will say a lot of parts of this movie did seem like it took inspiration from the live action movies, because I've met a lot of stuff almost seemed identical. So it really, I don't know, one scene specifically almost looked identical. One thing that I am so glad this movie did that I had such a huge problem with in the original Grinch, the book and the cartoon, and the live-action movie, the fact that when the Grinch dressed up as Santa Claus, he didn't have a beard on. But in this, he did, and I liked that. I liked the fact that the Grinch actually had a beard on. I don't know why that's something that I'm actually glad they did. I just think that's something yeah, they should have done that from the start. But yeah, it's a pretty generic animated film. It's not bad. It's nowhere near as bad as some of the movies I've reviewed on this channel. I don't think it's bad at all. It's definitely no masterpiece, and I was gonna go see this movie in December so it'd be more appropriate to review it because it's a Christmas movie, but I decided let's go ahead and see it now. I also have 2 other movies to review. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to them. But I also need to get my review for Smallfoot out and Venom. I've been meaning to get around to those, but I just been sidetracked a lot recently. So I do need to get around to reviewing those movies as soon as I possibly can. And there also is 2 other reviews I want to get to before the end of this month. So hopefully I can get back to them as soon as I possibly can. But the movie, I'm going to give my rating. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. But also, if you guys want to see my review reaction thing over on Stardust, go check it out. It's over there. Link in the description. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please tap the like button down below. Subscribe, leave me a comment, and link to all my social medias linked down in the description below. And do not forget the notification button to be notified when I upload these sweet, sweet videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!